We are at the King Harrison Estate 2, second home that we had built for the King Harrison family, second mansion. The first one's located in the beautiful Oasis town. And the new Crest town popped up, and we thought that, hey, let's be part of the new development that's going on in town, and we are. And we got this beautiful $1 million mansion built, and our family's in there. They're living in there, and they're enjoying life. Today is Friday in real life, Friday, June 5th. Um, and in Simsland, it is Saturday, 4:25 p.m. I will be going live today at 5 o'clock in real time. Friday, today, June 5th at 5 p.m. I will be going live and probably be running for about an hour or so. And let's see, we have the youngest boy in the kitchen, and he's going to grab him some leftovers, and his name is Maverick Thompson. For those who was not tuned in, his mom, she had passed away, old natural causes, older age, and and we're gonna do a little background check on Maverick's family timeline. And this is his father, King Jonah, friend of the family, friend from school. We got Rory Villarreal. Rory Villarreal. I love that name. His mom that had passed away from old age, Paula Tompkins. His aunt, Queen Caesar. A friend of the family, a babysitter, Shauna. His loving brother, some would say that they are almost twins, Francis Tompkins. Another babysitter and another babysitter. My family is big on babysitters. Sometimes the parents get so evolved in their everyday and things that they need to get accomplished that we have to put the kids off on a sitter. Sitter end up becoming part of the family from our parents constantly being busy, and the sitters just became part of the family. Hell, they didn't even leave and go home. They're still here at the mansion, and my kids are grown, pretty much grown up from being babies and such. So made the home too damn comfortable, and now the sitters do not want to go home. When little brother Francis wake up, he's gonna wake up to and get him some something to eat. And we're eating on mac and cheese, excellent quality, made by Fiona Fraser, and is vegetarian safe. It expires in 5 hours, so he better get it while he can, with 4 servings left. Then we got King Jonah down at the workout room working out. Let's go check in on him and see. He's getting off the elliptical machine and chatting with the nanny. Alright, and we're just gonna help him get back on task. This nanny, she talks a lot. And not to mind you that our kids are grown, so we don't really need 2 nannies. You can go home, but I love to see people happy, so she's happy here. We'll keep her on as long as we can. Hell, if the kids turn 33 and she wants to still linger around, we just may let her. Right now, we are looking for a new ruler of the town. Right now, King Jonas, the king of the town. I'm kind of doing let's say, a nice socialist town. We're a nice socialist town. Um, And unlike other socialist programs, my family passes down the crown per se for the next person in reign. So right now, King Jonah is reigning over our town, and he's a pretty nice king. And we are totally doing everything that you know of a socialist country, or let's say, sort of, we sort of got a democracy, socialist, communist thing going on all in one. So I don't know what you would call that, but that's our town, and these are our rulers. How we determine who will be king and inherit the house or queen. We go with the ones who has the most skills set, the one who's able to get a significant other and produce children. You have to have children in order to take seat. It's not necessary to have a significant other, but you must have children, and they must be of the bloodline in order for you to take seat at this house. And we got his younger sisters, King Jonah, Queen Caesar, and Queen Jalaf. They're on baby two. I had showed that last night. I did not commentate on it. And you guys know I'm bad with names, but let me try to butcher these kids' names. I know one, Queen Jalove, is Erica and Imani. I only remember those because those names are really in my family, and I love that family because I love my Aunt Erica. And let's see, and Queen Caesar kids are, and she named these kids on her own, and so did Queen Jalove. I was not in game mode play when she had the kids, so I did not assist in naming the kids, but I didn't even assist in naming King Jonah's kids, actually. Paula had named them. So I was around town somewhere, and but it's cool that they would prefer them to have the King Harrison last name. So that may be a frown upon her when these two kids grow up and it's time for a new seat in office, a new ruler in office. They may run into difficulties in getting their votes, the ones that we do consider. And this town, we're going to call it, well, it's Newcrest. The royal family rules over Newcrest, Willow Creek, and Oasis. And he's look like he's gonna take him a nice warm bubble bath in one of the jacuzzi tubs that we have here in the mansion. I am watching my favorite game show. I don't know if you can hear it in the background with Drew Carey. I love it, and I love the show that comes on before with Wayne Brady. Those are my favorite shows. I watch them every morning before I begin my day. So my day has not begun, and we're still hearing the wheel ting in the background. And we're gonna get these kids settled in at the table of knowledge, I call it. The table of logic. Logic and knowledge. It gives you logic, increases your skills, knowledge, and these boys sure do love to play at this dollhouse, but we are breeding future kings. So we want you guys to have high logic skills, which will also help in your occupational field if you do decide to go that route. Some of the wealthy families are homemakers, so but we like to kind of go in both options in case, never know what they may decide. I'm going to be a homemaker right now and get older and may want to go into our occupational field. So, and to avoid such hard work, it's best that you enter with skills, and you'll be they for promotions, and instead of being overlooked because your skill level is not up to par. We have the nannies that loves to talk, and they are at the table distracting the boys. God should be encouraging them. And Dad's he's using the restroom, and we're gonna have him come on here, grab a serving of some good old macaroni and cheese. And we're gonna put this up because we don't want spoiled food around. The maid service in town is not so much of the best. I don't know if it's because our house is of great um, size to where they're unable to clean it all. But from what I've seen, there was a lot of wasted time, and time he was standing around looking and oohing and on, and he could have been cleaning. Therefore, it leaves my house uncleaned, and we have dishes lying around smelling up the place, and we have a maid service. But we still tip our workers and treat them nicely and fairly. King Jonah is a nice king, and he reigns good. He reigns good. And looking in closer, like this is just spoiled, and we are eating spoiled mac and cheese. So she put the other plate in front of her and said, you like spoiled food, so here you go, finish up the rest of this mac and cheese, since we were eating spoiled food. And now it's nasty. At first it was going down. We must have hit our 4-hour mark. And that's Fiona, and this was made by Fiona, so she made it. So she's like, you like spoiled macaroni and cheese? Here, just finish this plate on up, and I'll stand here and watch you. If anything was to go wrong, or he should so suddenly fall ill, Lord heaven forbids, who knows who will rule the kingdom? Definitely won't be Fiona. And she tried to kill the king off with her spoiled mac and cheese. But we had our other nanny, Lacey Clay, and she jumped on in there, whipped up some fresh mac and cheese because she seen that the king was eating spoiled mac and cheese. And where has these kids run off to? Ran off to bed, and he is playing at that dollhouse. They love this dollhouse, guys. So we're gonna have him use the restroom and get back at Logic. Get back at Logic. The brother was tired, and Maverick went to go take him a nap. Maverick is the oldest, and his young brother, Francis, is the youngest. It's kind of weird. The scale of chaos, and I don't mean chaos in a bad way, but the scale of predictability, it's kind of interesting, because the girls, King Jonah's sisters, younger sisters, the second eldest would be Queen Caesar, and the youngest would be Queen Jalaf. And it's weird that the two girls, both had girls, and the boy had boys. So that's the chaos of that formula is it's interesting. Had some things work out like that in real life, in my family. Some of the girls had girls, and the guys had guys, and it's just like, wow, this life is just playing this game. It really gets you thinking about life, if not to appreciate it a little bit more and to wish a little bit harder. And we got young Lord Francis sleeping, and we got I'm sorry, yes, young Lord Maverick sleeping in Lord Francis playing at the chessboard. I'll look up and see where Dad is. Dad went back off to bed. It had a pretty busy Friday, and some things that we can work on for when he starts back at work. Um, this is the workout, so he's pretty much up there in the workout. We definitely want to get some chess game plan in to get that logic all the way up to 10. We definitely want to get some more working out in to get that athleticism. I'm the king of made up words here. To get his athletics up to 10. And we are in Sunday in Simsland at 3 o'clock in the morning, and we have people sleep. We got young Francis Tompkins at the chessboard playing chess, and we're gonna check on his needs and want, and he's good. He's having fun, and he's not hungry. He has good hygiene, good social. So he can probably sit here at this chessboard and play if our nanny isn't distracting him too badly, Lacey Clay. And he can probably stay fair until the day of Sunday morning in Simsland. Once again, in real time, today is Friday. It's going on noon here in the part of the world that I am. And we are getting into the game of Sims. We will be going live today, Friday, June 5th. Today, this evening, around 5 p.m. So make sure you're there and you're tuned in. And it looks like Francis is having a conversation with his nanny. Good old conversation. She gives him loving and encouraging advice. And she basically lives here at the home as well. Although I've never seen the nannies take a nap or sleep. So she has to be tired. And he's going downstairs to dance, and we're going to intervene that and see what we really need here. It's nothing that we really need here. So what we're going to do is going to have him go and work out instead of doing that dance moves that he thought he were going to do on the workout room floor. Someone yelled, "Hey, that floor is for working out, not dancing." So he's gonna jump on the elliptical and work those muscles out. Just listening to rock and roll music. I've known him to like classical, but today he's in a rock and roll mood, and I love the fact that the reflection in the mirror from this camera view, and Max's, I love you guys. I just love this game. I play it a lot, and you can tell from the postings. I play a lot, post a lot. Don't comment too often. Alright, I'll just take a stroll. I had learned this new camera mode. I'm always down for first person camera, And now they actually have a first-person camera where the camera is on its persons. So that's awesome. I've been playing around with that feature yesterday, and I posted a couple videos last night. And it wouldn't be nothing of fun to first camera King Jonah right now while he's on the elliptical. But wait till he gets off and he's wandering around the house and just the view, and you get to see what he sees pretty much. And that's just awesome. Alright, we're going to give this a quick pause and see what's maybe on the agenda. We can turn that on off. He worked out. And let's see what's next for the king. He doesn't have that many needs. Everything's in the green, so it looks good. And we're at one of the kids. This son at the chessboard. I believe this is what, Francis, Lord Francis. And we are at King Jonas. And this is the camera view I was just now speaking about. The first person, we are on the persons of King Jonah. We're not, I call my camera view, which I go to there at the top right screen, the rim. I don't know why, it just sounds like that should be called the rim and freelance. So this is sort of like my freelance view, but we have the camera on the persons. And you can control his head, look around, look in and out, all that jazz. And boom, we're walking on the camera of King Jonah, and he's over here and observing the chess match, checking in on Lord Francis. We're going up the stairs, and he's going to play chess himself. Chess is a calm, soothing game. And our person camera view. We're on Lord Maverick. And yeah, he's walking over and he's going to grab him a bite to eat out of the kitchen. Refrigerator's looking kind of bare. I love these kids. They're just standing right here in the kitchen. Don't bother to go to the dining room table. I rarely see them sitting at the dining room table. The eldest son, him, and I think we maybe thought we were going. He likes to eat. Whoa, you're lucky you have cool parents. My parents would not have let us eat in the living room on the couch. And if we were, you was not enjoying the meal. My mom's going to be looking at you, making sure you don't spill a crumb.
Rezotharbo Dabishi.
Supafuna? Wanupoina? Nimna chaza wizo. Hibula.
Yakalau Dunba Brugi Payun.
And this is kind of a lazy weekend for the King Harrison family. They're eating and sleeping and working on skills for the futures when they're adults, and working on skills for King Jonah from when he returns to work in 2 days.
Harangi, DZ Bobna.
Bazoo.
And we got Lord Francis playing here at this dollhouse. They love this dollhouse. And he's running to go get him something to eat. And we have Jonah, King Jonah up here, still playing the game of chess. And then we have Lord Maverick here at the dollhouse. And these kids love this dollhouse. And that's kind of weird. I remember when my little sister was younger, she had a dollhouse and it's built just like this. And the little rooms and stairs and it's neat.
Shumba Smurgs Unga.
Aha.
Loonies. Gelsey. Nepa.
Shaylee. Nicobius. Gusha. Vina room. Floor?
Alright. And we got Lord Francis in the kitchen still. And clean up his plate when he's finished.
Rezo Tharbo. Dabishi.
Kids kind of normally just set their plates and go on about their day. Pause right there, and you are still able to give them tasks when you're in the body cam. Gonna nickname it the body cam for now. And as you can see, I just asked him to perform the task of putting the rest of the food away with the circle. That circle right here is, you can pause and click on things and, you know, still be able to perform tasks in the body cam mode. Put the food on up, and let's see, he's smelling a little bit rowdy. His body's smelling a little bit rowdy. So let's see, but he's gonna go on and play Smelling Funky. Here, okay, so we'll let him go and play with his brother. Maybe his brother encourage him, hey bro, your body's smelling a little foul there. Just hop yourself in one of the mini showers that we have. And he walks around and squeezes into his position, and I swear these kids play in these positions like this all the time. This kid's always over here, and Lord Francis is always over there. So, the same position.
Oh, Bonnie.
Kiko Lava.
That's a Kelsa. Kumiao Bouchard Spotion.
Alright. We'll check in, and we got we have King Jonah out in the backyard grilling up some burgers. Those looks delicious. And let's see if we can do anything with these burgers. No, you can't, but throw them away. That's a waste. And King Jonah just learned a recipe for blue confetti cake and chili. He also learned some cool new tricks and moves. And he's gonna grab one of these burgers that I'm using with my circle. That will be your cruiser. And we are on the body cam per se of King Jonah. He's outside Just whipped up some burgers and right now just kind of chilling out back and grabbing on a burger. When he's done, we're gonna have him put this away. We've been having problems with a lot of food spoiling in the house. We have 2 nannies and they seem to talk to each other a lot throughout the day, but fail to tell each other that I've made dinner already. So we have 2 dinners being prepared. So a lot of food's being made. These folks, they leave it up to the nanny to clean up and put away food, and house so big sometimes the nanny doesn't make it to all of the rooms and areas, nooks and crannies of the home, and we have food sitting around spoiling. So to try to get on top of that problem, trying to instill my people, my family, with the habit of putting up food, so that in the future this won't become a problem. Don't just set your plate down, pick it up, clean it up, clean up behind yourself. Let's keep the house nice and neat, and that is a task. Alright, we see him taking the burgers into the home at such a pace that we must have seen a coyote or a deer. Beautiful. Just look at that view. I had to pause it. That's just a beautiful view. You can see the town in the background, the park, the buildings, and quite a distance. You can zoom in and see it's an odd looking building. It's paint a little bit missing right there on their add-on. Just beautiful office building. We have Trump Towers in the background. Oh man, we have a yacht floating on the pond. A yacht on a pond. You only see things like this in the suburbs here. A yacht on a pond. So I'm turning my head in and let's see. Oh man, you gotta zoom out in order to get the head coordination. I'm still new at this, and he is not going to put the food in there. And that's pulling his head back. So he's walking with his head all towards the back and pushing his head forward. He's walking with his head all the way to the front. And he has to use the restroom. And I got him snoozing, and we got Lord Francis still playing around. What we're gonna do now, I'm gonna zoom on out, and we're gonna let him go on and take a nap. We've had a pretty busy and productive weekend, I would call it. Alright, and let's see what the king is up to. Not up to much, it's 1:32 in the afternoon. Well, he's feeling a bit sleepish. Just not quite. We're gonna wake him up and get him playing some chess. Want to get the highest skill level reached in chess. I want to get the highest skill level reached in athleticals. And that will increase his chances for promotion when he goes to work. So every time someone's at this chessboard, This is the perfect notion for the nannies to come and chat. Um, and they're chatting in Sims chat. Sims chat. I believe one time I was looking up, I don't know what I was looking up, where they were asking me the language, the language that I speak. And I could have sworn I seen Sims chat on there, and I'm like, oh my god, Sims has a chat. Sims chat. Or, I don't know. And she's watching the Sims Royals version of Royals. And that's the end of Sims Royals. Same, same episode that comes on all the time, but save us an episode because I'm pretty sure we'll see it again.
Oh, can a game? Move. Pleve. Tanif Bazoo Pliva Paneev. Rube Shavy. Bully Galanvush.
Burrito. Ho ho.
Vadish. Goribine Unkim Lamina. Kwar. Fridz Kuba Rao. Wasusa. Ebony Flurba.
Wixelgloon.
Panka.
Snurs Fwis.
Ninavasar.
Unifario Yamisha. And Chedge Pivna.
Alright, and today is Sunday in Sims Land, going on 4 p.m. Real time. It is Friday, June 5th. And we will be going live this evening, Friday, June 5th at 5 p.m. Be checking out the good old King Harrison town. And it's 3 territories that they're governor over. Let's say govern over. He governed over 3 communities, 3 territories, which is the Willow Creek, Oasis, and Newcrest. King Maverick have reached creativity level 10 in his sleep. Kudos to King Maverick. Oh, he's up. I'm sorry. There he is at the playhouse, and he's reached 10, so that's good. You've reached 10 in creativity, so I'm pretty sure that'll help you in the future joining an occupation. We're gonna have him sit here at this chess board and play with Dad. Play chess with Dad. Sims learn faster when they're playing chess with an older adult or older person. So sit there and they can learn each other.
Homejima.
Karshi.
Oh, sure.
Yo.
And also playing chess with someone, it also during the little communication that they are having during the game, they are also building friendships. So it's a cool way to build a skill and also build communicational skills, and also make friends. And we have the nanny coming on over to disturb.
Can a game? Or real?
We have our nanny, Miss Lacey Clay. And she's a talker. And, you ain't gonna get anything important squared away with Miss Lacey Clay. She's gonna come and distract and talk you to death. And she cleared the chess table.
Zoo.
Alright, so we got young Maverick want to go back to that dollhouse, and you're already at creativity number 10, and we want you to build skills for the future of your adulthood. So we're going to send you back to that table of logic. And Dad's chilling in the back in the hot tub, and actually he's back here asleep in the hot tub. He was a little tired. And we got Lord Maverick here, a little sleepy as well. We'll call it a day, like around 7ish. We'll let them wrap up and call it a day. We can send Dad on up to his room. We'll do camera mode while he's going up there to his room. First person body cam mode for King Jonah when he goes to his room. And I'm gonna make sure our books are up.
Lena Lowe. Action. Linda?
Alright, and we have Dad here going into the home, heading to his room. Alright. And we have Dad here. He's going to bed, and we got him getting in the tub. And
Boogie physique. Fuzz.
speaking,
Ichuta. Quaba. Ebony Flurba. Chibi. Chavina.
alright, and we're gonna go to the kitchen, and no matter what we do, there's always food being left out here. He's gonna grab a serving, gonna put that serving away, and we're going to